Barakim Habarim, welcome to Messianic Moment Ministry. I'm Stephen Bruck. You know who you are. Today's the 12th day of November 2024. And prayer is something that we should be doing on a consistent basis. Good start. Every day, throughout the day, and when we ask God for something, we can expect that He will hear our prayer. But hearing doesn't mean that He will answer as we ask. In fact, the answer can be anything from not yet to okay to no. Time out. Look, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to both my YouTube channel and my website, messianicmoment.com. Like my Facebook page, and while you're on Facebook, join my group, please. It's called Just God's Word. We have interesting discussions there, too. And by the way, if you like what you get here, you're going to love the books I've written. Honest. They're available through links on the website or direct from Amazon.com. And one last thing, but probably the most important, please share these messages with everyone you know. Help this ministry continue to grow. And don't worry if they're a believer or not. Hey, you never know what the soil's going to be like until you throw this seed on it. All right, now, one of the things that I believe is probably the hardest thing to deal with as a believer, or at least one of the hardest things to deal with, is to maintain faith when we continually ask God for something and we haven't received it. It's difficult to deal with this because the biblical references state that asking God in the name of Messiah will get us what we ask for. Yeah, I mean, that's what Yeshua said, right? It's repeated in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and John. But is that really to be taken literally? Personally, I would love it if it was that easy. But it ain't. Let me share a personal experience. I've been praying for something for a long time. It was something to do with how I saw people and what my mind would automatically think. And after years of asking, I finally received an answer. God told me it doesn't work that way. He made it clear that He would help, certainly. But it was up to me to discipline myself also to stop those thoughts the moment they came to mind. It was not to be God alone rewiring my mind, but the two of us working together. And I'm still trying to be better. But now I see how God helps. When I find myself thinking whatever, the wrong way, which could be anything from a sexual thought when I see a beautiful woman to complaining, of course, I'm not stupid, I complain to myself, about something my wife does that drives me crazy. Ain't love wonderful? Well, when I'm doing that, something happens that takes my mind off those thoughts. I drop something that redirects my attention, or if I'm driving, maybe a light suddenly changes, or any number of small, seemingly insignificant things happen which force me to stop thinking about what I was thinking about. All right, now someone may say, hey, that's just coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidence. And for me to believe that, this is God taking a moment out of His busy schedule to help me attain that which I've prayed for, well, that thought is very comforting to me. So whenever I haven't received what I've been praying for, I look for an answer that I didn't expect. Lots of times God answers us pretty quickly, but in the way that He knows is best for us. The answer to prayer often is not what we ask for, but exactly what we need. And it's often not when we want it, but it's at the precisely right moment when we need it. And when I feel impatient, waiting for God's response, I remind myself that Moses was 80 years old before he began his walk with God. Hey, poor old Moses had to wait 80 years, and I was only in my 40s when I came to know the Lord and His Messiah. So you know what? I consider myself way ahead of the curve. So no, here's the thing. Keep asking. Keep waiting patiently. And keep looking for the answer. It may not be what you asked for, but I guarantee it will be what you need and delivered when you need it. Well, thank you for being here as always, and please remember to subscribe and share these messages. By the way, I've written a book about prayer, which you can get through the link that's on the written website, or go to my website, messianicmoment.com, in the tab called Books. Click and buy and get the book there. Well, that's it for today. So, Lehitrot and Baruch Hashem.